Jackson Jobe's long-awaited return to the Tigers is coming soon. Seattle, in some ways, the glimpses we have seen of Jackson Jobe's tantalizing talent feel like they came long ago. There was Jobe, electrifying with triple-digit fastballs in spring training. There was Jobe, jogging in from the bullpen as fans chanted his name during his major league debut. There was his first career start in Seattle, then a game against the Minnesota Twins in which he threw 6 scoreless innings.
Wet boots ruining your mornings? This silent, fanless dryer gently dries boots, shoes, and gloves overnight while helping reduce damp odors, so your gear is ready when you are. Want to get the best verified deal and see full details? Visit grabdeal.us/4 right now.
Advertisement and all, though, Jobe has thrown only 53 career MLB innings. He injured his arm in May 2025 during a start against the San Francisco Giants. He was not seen in the clubhouse afterward, and he was not seen again for a long, long time. Now Jobe is back after a 14-month recovery from Tommy John surgery. At a crucial point in their season, after they traded away Casey Mize and Tarek Skubal, the Detroit Tigers are adding a powerful arm back into their rotation. Jobe is scheduled to start Saturday against the Giants. The long and lonely road from surgery has finally led him back to where he belongs. Honestly, I learned a lot about myself as a person off the field, Jobe said this week in Seattle. Obviously, the game was kind of taken away from me. I had to figure out my identity away from the game, which was really good for me. Jobe has been a captivating subject since the day the Tigers drafted him third in 2021. He was a late arrival on the draft radar, but possessed sickening stuff and a quiet confidence. The pick was controversial at the time, compared to Marcelo Mayer, the infielder who just got traded from the Boston Red Sox to the Giants. The jury is very much still out on which player will have the better career. Beginning Saturday, Jobe has a chance to shut the door on that conversation once and for all. Despite his bumpy path, no one questions his raw ability. In the small sample from last season, Jobe graded out with 5 above-average pitches, according to Stuff Plus data. He wields one of the nastiest arsenals in the game. But his era in 10 Major League starts is 4.22. He struck out only 41 batters in his 53 innings. Even in the minor leagues, Jobe's powerful fastball was more hittable than many would assume. Limiting the loud contact on his fastball, staying in the strike zone, executing in 2 strike counts, and proving his breaking stuff can fool hitters are all areas Jobe still stands to improve. Advertisement: the best news here is Jobe turned 24 only 8 days ago. Although he has now been in this organization longer than many of his teammates, "It's weird, I feel like I was 21 2 days ago," he said. Jobe is still young. He's got a lot to learn in the development time that was lost while he was rehabbing, manager AJ. It's tough competitively, but he did do some things to sharpen his delivery and his stuff and his understanding of pitching. I've been most impressed by his strikes in his rehab outings and his understanding of trying to get leverage. I think that's going to need to continue as he faces better hitters and better lineups and gets back to learning at the major league level. Jobe was on standby in Detroit this week as he continued his rehab assignment. Soon after the Tigers traded Mize to the San Diego Padres, Jobe learned his next start would come in the major leagues. He caught a short-notice flight to Seattle and watched the Tigers take 2 of 3 from the Mariners, putting themselves right back in the AL playoff race, with a plus 80 run differential that is only one behind the Yankees for the best in the American League. Hinch plans to ease Jobe back into the major leagues. His workload will likely be limited in his first start, but given the importance of each game, the Tigers need quality innings from Jobe right away. The presence of a talent such as Jobe might have made trading Skubal and Mize more palatable to begin with. "He was never lost or forgotten," Hinch said. "It was just a matter of time until we were going to be able to reinsert him. He comes with a lot of expectations, but he should come with a lot of pride, too. There's a sense of accomplishment in getting back on the mound." Jobe spent much of his time away rehabbing at Dr. He talked with teammates such as Mize, Skubal, and will vest about the ups and downs of the Tommy John process. "I want this to last me," Jobe said. I don't want to ever do that again. Advertisement Jobe ended up making 5 rehab starts in the minor leagues, finishing with a 1.76 ERA, though weather bumped his final outing from Triple-A to High-A West Michigan. The surgery was an unfortunate snag in Jobe's career, but he's still a massive part of the Tigers' future. Starting Saturday, he is again an important part of their present, too. I had time to get stronger, refine the mechanics, all that stuff, Jobe said. But it's a blessing in disguise, truly, I think. Going through that, I believe everything happens for a reason. God has a plan for us, and that was just part of my plan. I definitely have come out better on the back end. I'm excited to see what that looks like.